So, last video was a mess. I want to apologize for having just the commentary with no screen, but I did not want to watch the episode 5, I think, of episode 6, I think, of the Amazing Digital Circus for a third time without watching any of the new episodes. So this video will hopefully be better. The last one was a mess, but I've given up on it. I think it's cursed. So that brings us to today. This video, we're gonna be watching episodes 7 and 8. I think that's all we have until the movie. So that's exciting. I'm caught up on it real quick. So yeah. I will say I have been accidentally engaging in fandom because for some reason my Tumblr just has decided, oh, you want to see a bunch of Digital Circus stuff? And I was like, not yet. I don't want to, but I have a little bit. Also, our phones do listen to us. I don't think that's real, but part of me does because I stated that I had all the ships I have of this show are like, I'll apologize, I thought Zubul was a woman. I think Zubul is a Zubul. I think Zubul might be non-binary. I don't know. That's just from a Tumblr post or something I saw. I was like, damn, have I been misgendering this character? I don't know. But I thought all the ships I liked were WLW, which is great. But I was like, funnily, you don't have any male ships. And then like my whole like Tumblr feed I got on Tumblr right after I recorded the video was Royal Teeth, and I don't have an opinion on that. Ship what you like, I don't care. But I thought it was a weird timing, so I just thought that was funny. So we're gonna get on to the next episode, which I think is 6 and 7. So let's go do that. I'm very excited to just get through with this. Because I had to watch the other 2 videos twice, and they were good episodes. They were fine, but I would like to watch other episodes. Also, I'm gonna have to watch them again when I edit. So let's go.
Wait, what's this?
Is this just me, or does the animation look different? Like better? I mean, to be fair, this might be when this was more recent of an episode, so maybe it's just got more production value, which is great. Animators also can improve on their craft. So I don't know. Is it just me? Does everything look a little different, but really good?
You should throw a freaking beach party.
Good boy.
Oh, that could be fun.
Okay, the obligatory first episode of the video. I have to say it. I would die for Bubble. I love him. I don't care if he's the villain. I don't care if there's a plot twist, because I don't think there will be, that he was the mastermind this whole time. Like, he's the evil one. I don't care. That's my boy.
Alright, so who wants to try Kane's magical changing booth first?
I guess I'll give it a go.
See, I do wonder if, like, a lot of shows, I know there's, like, a beach episode trope for certain, like, types of shows and such. And I feel like a lot of those episodes are like, I think is the correct term like bottle episode, like kind of a filler because they need more episodes and they have to like pad out the seasons back when we got 22 episode seasons instead of just 8 episodes. Never forget what streaming services took from us. So, like, I feel like this type of show might actually try to play with that a little bit, and I'm hoping that this is, like, a really, like, big reveal lore episode because of the fact that this is, you started up being like, oh, it's just a beach episode. Okay, well, it's just not really gonna have anything, like, that interesting, but it's just gonna be a beach episode, we're just gonna have fun. Like, I hope that it's more than that because it just kind of feels like this type of show, like, this brand of kind of show would just be very much like, I'm gonna turn the trope on its head kind of thing.
Oh my god. Oh god.
It's the animation of the fish is kind of giving Gaither's Pond, and that's hilarious. Oh my god, it's on purpose because the way their faces are doing that kind of thing. Oh my god, it could. And this is an internet thing, so it would know like the internet jokes, and I know that's like that'd be hilarious. I hate it. Like I said in the pilot, I liked was it the pilot? Or yeah, I think it was the pilot when it's like I like the mild horror elements. I don't love when it's straight up horror. This is what being high feels like. I don't like it.
We're gonna need a place to talk without Kane listening in on us. I have a working theory that Kane will commit to a bit no matter what. And if the bit is to not know what's in the Chinese room, he'll stick to it.
I guess I'll check.
I mean, part of me thinks that this is going to be like a adventure made by Kane. And that's why the guy looks like an NPC, because he is an NPC. So part of me is like, oh yeah, this is definitely just a Kane's trick. But then part of me is also like, you see, I noticed in the first episode that there was a door, like Jax's door there, that had the picture of like a blank mannequin on it. And I don't know if I put it in the video, but I remember saying like, oh, are they going to have more characters show up? Because I thought the blank slate on the door meant that the door was yet to be claimed. Kind of like if you like played Sims 2 University, the picture on the door for the university changes to your character when they've claimed it, but before they claim it, it's just like it's not like a mannequin though, but it's just like a blanked out, no picture. So I kind of thought that's what it was going to be. So that they could have hinted at this new character since day one, or Kane's been plotting this adventure since the pilot. Whatever that takes place in the time-wise for the Digital Circus. So either this is just an elaborate adventure played by Kane, or he is actually NPC. We will wait and find out, but that is my running theory.
Probably in his office, planning adventures.
How do we even know we can trust this guy? Has he done anything to prove he's human?
I've been here longer than any of you. I, helped create this place. I'll explain more when we're in the room, but for now, please just trust me. You will not regret it.
Oh, he's definitely not real. Right? But we're in a I mean, I could be wrong.
Kane is an AI.
Yeah, I think we all got that.
An AI specifically created to keep your minds active. But he's just as much of a prisoner.
I think I called that like episode 2 or 3, right? Like I'm pretty sure I called him being something to his whole being is making the Avengers.
As you, I've been watching you. All of you. Every trial, every moment of joy, every abstraction. I wish I could have come to you sooner.
To be fair, actually, I've noticed back in a few episodes that you do see him in the back of a few episodes, and I think that's a really cool detail. I love when things do that, when they're like, I was always there, and then, like the character, you've never seen them before. But then I love when they like actually have had scenes where you go back and like, oh my god, they were there. I love that.
Oh, what should we call you? Do you have a name?
I do. My name is Abel.
Did my stupid joke? Episode 1, I see the C and A, and I just say Cain and Abel because I was being stupid. Like, I was just like, haha. It always goes back to the Bible. Are they... Listen. Now I definitely think this guy's not real, by the way. There ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Okay? Like, he's gotta be in, like, an AI as well. Cain and Abel. Now, what the fuck accent was that? I'm sorry I yelled. Now, I am assuming Cain and Abel, and for those of y'all who don't know, that is, Cain is the first murderer in the Bible. Cain is the first murderer in the Bible. He kills his brother Abel. God liked more. Probably because he wasn't gonna fucking murder someone. Maybe he just had a better vibe. Okay? But, so, I'm guessing, considering they're using the name Cain and Abel, I just don't think it's gonna go well for Abel here. Also, again, my fucking stupid ass joke. I was not being serious when I made the haha Cain and Abel. I saw CNA and we had a character named Cain. And I was just like, haha. Like, obviously, it's so obvious looking back. It's like, oh, okay, we had a character named Cain. Of course, there's a CNA. Of course, Cain and Abel. But I was not thinking it that far. I was just watching the pilot going, woohoo, fun. Colors. Little, funny looking little jester girl. I wasn't fucking paying that much attention. I do think I was I trying to solve the mysteries yet? I know, once episode 2 came out, I was like, I'm solving the mystery, and I'm still not sure if there was supposed to be a mystery, but I guess there was. But, I've sat on this for too long with the fucking stupid joke. I didn't even...
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
How much do you know about Kinger?
Okay, wait, so hold on. The background doors. Okay, because this has been, I think, on my mind since episode 1. Because the background doors, now there's multiple blank spaces. So, either my first theory is correct and they're just blank spaces that will be filled up shortly. Well, not shortly because the series is ending, but they would be filled up eventually by a human character. Or the NPCs all have rooms, which wouldn't make sense for King. King wouldn't really do that. So, okay. Rerouting theories. Things keep changing real quick. I feel like we had just a lot of character build up, and then we're just a hit straight with lore. I feel like we should have had more lore building instead of just character building, and then hit with the lore. The lore building's been weird, but the rooms are maybe I don't think the rooms are gonna come and play, but. I'm sorry, I yelled. So I don't think he's real now because I was like, well, the door, but then I see a lot more doors with blanks. So I don't think I'm firmly landing. I'm firmly landing on him being not real. Not important to the story, but I fucking loved the design of this office. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is sick.
It always was real. Everything we felt, everything we've done, everything we are. It'll never leave us. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
I know what you are.
The CNA stuff, the pods, the way out.
A fabrication of my incredible world-building skills.
I was right?
I mean, like, we all knew it, but I still think the CNA... I'm still going that it stands for Cain and Abel, because that's the funniest option. We know that I think's true. That part I do think's true, because I do think that one's real.
Have a good night. Fragrant night. Bye.
I feel like a lot of the lore we got might have been accurate, but I mean, okay, yeah. Abel being an NPC, okay, yeah, okay. I do think, I think there is more going on. Obviously, we know that. Or was this all just to fuck with you so that you think you figured out the mystery? But there's actually no fucking mystery to solve. I don't know. I think the backstory had some things with it that I think could be true and accurate. You know, it's interesting that Kane had like really tried, because the NPCs all are kind of controlled. Like, I don't think Kane controls them in the sense of like he sees what they see and he says what they say what he says, but they are built by him. So the fact that he had one really trying to exclude Kingler, I think makes sense, because I do think Kinger had something to do with the circus, considering in episode 2 he's like, you know, says something about computer software development or something, computer development. He works in computers. It would be really honestly odd that the writers would give him a computer degree and have that just not really play out. So I don't know. I feel like this episode was lore heavy, but then also wants you to think it wasn't lore heavy. So, and I was right. I did think that they were going to do a beach episode and it actually not really be a beach episode. So yeah, we're going to go on to episode 8, which will be the last episode again until episode 9. So we finish this out. So pretty exciting. Okay, warning to anyone who has a sensitivity with flashing lights. Going ahead to lean out now. Also, this brings me up to why even fucking put it in? Photo lights that are hard for people like who are photosensitive and like have epilepsy and stuff are not needed. I'm glad that they put warnings like, hey, just don't put the lights in. They're never necessary in a story. I don't like when animated things have real pictures. That does wig me out. Kind of thought it was just going to start moving around like a DVD screensaver. I want that to hit the edge of the screen so bad. Just... Who are you people?
Just hope that...
Wait,
Are you?
it's you.
Oh my god.
That's his wife!
Seriously.
That was his wife! I'm sorry, I yelled.
I made a program that creates a body perfectly encapsulating their mind files, and they hate those too. I'm starting
So,
to get...
okay, so I did wonder. Okay, so I did wonder if their bodies had anything to do with them. Like if they... something about their personality or who they are made their bodies look the way they do. Like, if there was a reason. And he said their bodies match their mind file or whatever. So I'm assuming that means, yes, something about them represents their bodies. Or their bodies represent something about them. So I do think that's neat.
Maybe you deserved to be abandoned. You really were the lesser of the two. You ruined this.
Enough! Who do they think they are? I give them everything.
Does Bubble, like, represent the Ender... Oh. I'm gonna... Oh, I hit a button. I'm gonna... I didn't like that. Does Bubble represent, like, the inner workings, inner thoughts of Cain? Like, things he... Is it just an accentuation of him? Accentuate. You know what I'm fucking trying to say. Extension of Cain? Has Cain been my favorite character this whole time? If Bubble is Cain, Cain is Bubble. I guess Cain be my favorite.
What exactly are we waiting for?
No, she's right. Just give it a bit.
I wish it were that simple. If I could just throw a fucking bucket on my head, and just have my thoughts make sense, that'd be great. Also, I'm sorry I haven't talked a lot this episode. Really, the musical number took a lot of time, and I just didn't feel like talking during it. I guess that one's on me. I'll be honest. To be fair, everything that's really happened hasn't been something that I was like shocked to see happen, other than a musical number. That was cool.
Ideas were often so bizarre and abstract that the rest of the team had no idea how to work in his language.
They said Scratch, right? Wasn't Scratch the first abstraction? So the first people, I guess we already kind of knew the first people here were people who worked on it, or I guess we don't know if Queenie worked on it, but Kinger did say, like, I'm sorry to drag you into this. So I'm assuming she probably also was some kind of computer person, and he got her to work with him on this.
They're due to pure brilliance or the tumor in his head.
So Scratch had a brain tumor, but he worked on this. If this comes to find out that they were all like dying and they were put in VR to extend their lives, I don't know why I'm going to be pissed. But also, weirdly enough, I had that thought the other day. I was at work and I was thinking about the show, and I was like, what if it's that? Because I feel like it's always a conspiracy theory on every show. It's like, this isn't real. They're actually dying, and this is like their dreams, or this is like some kind of VR situation, and they're prolonging their life. Like, it's always that. So if that's the case, well played for actually making everyone's stupid cartoon theories, because they can't have anything be fun and cute. Now I have to make it weird and edgy. Actually real. This is allowed to be weird and edgy, because this is an actual like cartoon for an older generation, like, you know, not for kids. I just get mad when everyone takes like a kid's cartoon and it's like, but it has to be dark or else I can't enjoy it as an adult. Like, just like kid cartoons, it's fine. So I'm going with the fact that they had. So maybe it's because that's why. Because I was like, how did the fucking accountant get here? You know. So maybe that's why.
Butterfly.
I'm certain I could alter his code. Or at least...
I knew. Fuck. Ah! I knew the butterfly was going to come into play. I knew... Did I also call... I gotta start voicing my fucking things. I gotta start being like, hey, this thing... Because I keep... So I thought because Kinger was a computer developer and had something to do with it, I thought that's why he could conjure stuff, was because he had more like a I don't know if that's what I thought, because I don't remember, but I didn't know all of them could have a conjuring thing. I thought it would just be Kinger, but they all can. It's just, oh, okay, but I knew the butterfly was gonna come and play.
Thank you, by the way, for this and, well, everything.
What year is it? Like, in here, because computer is giving 2003, because it's like a thick ass computer that you'd have like at his desk, and that'd be like the designated computer spot. So like, and I'm sure even today in like offices they have computers that are more modern. So are we supposed to be assuming that it's not? I think this show came out in 2024, so are we supposed to be assuming it's not 2024, or do computers just look like that?
You lie to us constantly!
And on top of it all, you just don't listen!
I love like going for like them just going off. God, the animation's so good. Oh, oh, ah, ah. No, 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 no. So also this is showing that Kang does know their minds because he's like giving them like kind of their personal hells and stuff that represents a lot of their own issues and deeper feelings. So he does know their minds. Also, I feel nauseous now.
I accidentally killed Kane.
Holy shit.
So that was episode 8, and we have... I don't know when the movie's coming out, and also I know it's going to be going to the movie theaters well before it's going onto YouTube, and I will probably personally wait for it to go onto YouTube, because doing this reaction thing here, it's just going to be better to have my first real reactions here. I don't know. Also, movie theater tickets are expensive. I a few weeks ago went and saw the Mario movie. It cost $17 fucking to go to a 4 p.m. show. Like, I don't want to go fucking... How long is the movie gonna be? You know? Like, I don't know. I'll probably just wait for it to go on YouTube, which sucks because I think it's gonna be like a while before it's out. And now you're like... So again, what the fuck just happened? Oh my god. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? But also... The pacing of the show drove me a little crazy because it was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's like pilot, character growth, character growth, character growth, character growth. You know, just most like getting the inner workings of the characters. 2 heavy lore episodes, but one you are supposed to think, I think the beach episode is lore heavy, but you're supposed to be like, that, I guess nothing mattered. And then in the next episode, you're like, I guess it did matter. And then I have to wait now for a while. What the fuck? I mean, we kind of knew from the beginning that King was an AI thing meant to create adventures. Don't love, like, it kind of really doesn't make sense to me that when they're like, hey, what the fuck, that adventure you last did where you like, well, you can leave, and when we couldn't leave, that was kind of a fucking dick move. What the hell? And him being like, actually, I'm just gonna torture you guys now for funsies. Like, that really just didn't love that, because like his whole thing is making adventures to have for these, and then just kind of making adventures just to torture these characters, which he'd already been kind of doing, but like just kind of being more upfront about it. Just, I don't know. I just, because his whole thing was to have adventures to learn and create. I'm assuming to maybe learn, keep the minds functioning right. Maybe to gather data. Maybe data gathering. I think it's data gathering. I don't know why I think it's data gathering. We're gonna go with that one. That's my theory. No theory has been... Some theories have been correct to mine. No theories have been correct. I don't remember. I gotta go edit my videos and then we'll find out. So, that was a lot. But also this is now the last episode until the movie comes out for the Amazing Digital Circus. Damn. There's just a lot to unpack that my brain's just like, what the hell? Also, like, I know we had seen other people, like, obviously we knew before Palmy was there was more people. But it's very interesting to, in like King Earth's flashback, to see him with the other people, and we also knew Jax had a few friends, with Ribbit, and I guess he was pretty tight with Kaufmo. So that's interesting. Yeah, I cannot wait for the movie, and I don't know what I'm going to be watching here now that this is over, so we'll have to find out. So we'll have to, I guess, wait and see what what I watch next on here. Hopefully y'all will come join me for something else now that this is gone. Also, if you guys could recommend some things to react and watch, that'd be really fun. I think I'm gonna either do, I think I might do Stranger Things season 5 or The Owl House next. So thanks for watching. My mind's jumbled on this. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Subscribe if you want to see, even though I'm done with the Amazing Digital Circus for right now until the new episodes come out. There's only one more episode. Again, I'm probably going to be either watching Stranger Things season 5 or The Owl House, or I don't really know yet. But subscribe. And also, if you, want to leave a comment about, like, what did you think about this series? Did you like it? What kind of things in this like the last 2 episodes were you, like, surprised, or like, nah, I kind of figured this out earlier? If you did figure out something earlier, like a plot twist that you were like, nah, I called it, what made you call it? Because I'm very curious of what kind of like put the place into your, the puzzle pieces together for you in your heads. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and with that, goodbye.